Hi everyone, welcome to JVN tutorials. Today manual testing day 3. So in the previous classes day 1 day 2 what we have seen? See, we have seen some basics topics like right, what is software, what is testing, what is software testing, right? History of software testing we have seen, why testing is important we have seen, right? What is manual testing, what is automation testing, okay, and we have seen the product difference between product and project based applications we have seen, right? What is product based applications and what is project based applications we have seen, right? And we have seen some more topics like SDLC, means software development life cycle we have seen, right? And we have seen the SDLC life cycle also, means phases of the SDLC like requirement gathering, feasibility study, design phase, coding or development phase, testing phase, okay, installation or deployment phase or maintenance phase, okay. We have seen these seven phases in SDLC, right? Yes. So these are the topics we have seen in the previous classes, right? So now let us go with the manual testing day 3. So in the day 3, what are the topics we have to cover? Means we have to cover types of SDLC models. Okay. So what is this types of SDLC models? We have seen in the previous class what is SDLC, right? So now let's see about types of SDLC models. Okay. So what are the types of SDLC models we have? Yes, tell me. What are the types of SDLC we have? See here. So based on project requirement, okay, based on project requirement, okay, what is mean by project requirement? So client will give the project requirement, right, in the form of BRS document, SRS document, CRS documents, okay. So based on project requirement and client requirement, okay, we can say it is a project requirement or we can say it is a client requirement also, okay. So based on the project requirement and the client requirement, software development models are divided into two types. Okay, so how many types? Based on the project requirement and client requirement, software development models, means SDLC models, are divided into two types. Okay, so what are the two types? First is sequential model. Okay, second is incremental or iterative model. Okay, so what are the two types we have in the SDLC models? One is sequential model and one is incremental or iterative model. Okay, let's see one by one each one clearly. Okay, what is sequential and what is incremental or iterative model? Let's see now. First, let's see now first model, that is sequential model. So what is this sequential model actually? Let's know. See, it is a step by step procedure, okay. So it is a step by step procedure, means one step is completed, next step, the step is also completed, another next step, okay, another next step is also completed, so other next step, okay, like the step by step, first phase, second phase, so second phase, then third phase, after the third phase, then fourth phase, after the fourth phase, then fifth phase, okay, like this. It is a step by step procedure, okay, or a standard procedure to develop a new software. Okay, clear what is the sequential? It is a step by step procedure or a standard procedure, means it is in constant procedure, okay, to develop a new software. Okay, so see here, and this sequential model is suitable for only small size projects only. See here, for small size projects, okay, for small projects or small size requirements, okay. So sequential model is suitable for only small size projects or small size requirements. Okay, we can call it as a two names, small size projects, or we can call it as a small size requirements. Okay, so whenever we found a small size projects or small size requirements, then we go for a sequential model. Okay, so when we go to sequential model, whenever the projects is in small size or small requirements, okay, small size requirement, for small size projects or small size requirement, we go for a sequential model. Okay, yes, so this is about sequential model. It is a step by step procedure. Okay, and sequential model is only suitable for small size projects or small size requirements. Okay, next, see, sequential model has two types. See, again the sequential model has two types. So let's see what are the two types. Okay, so first is waterfall model. Okay, second is V model. Okay, so this sequential model, again it has divided into two types. So what are the two types? First is waterfall model, second is V model. Okay, so this is about sequential model, clear, right? Yes. So next, second, incremental or iterative model. So what is this incremental or iterative model? Let's see now. See, for big size projects and for big size requirements. Okay, for big size projects and for big size requirement. Okay, so when a big size projects is available or big size requirements also, okay, at that time we will choose this incremental or iterative model. Okay, so incremental or iterative model is suitable for only big size requirements or big size projects. Okay, this incremental model is suitable for only big size projects. Okay, that big size projects we will be divided into part by part, like a module by module. Okay, these big size projects will be divided into part by part. Okay, so whenever big size projects and for big size requirements, then we go for incremental or iterative model. Clear? Yes. See now, again this incremental or iterative model has four types. Okay, understand? This incremental or iterative model has again four types. Let's see what are the four types. Okay, see, first is RAD model. RAD, RAD model. RAD means rapid application development. Okay, next, second is prototype model. Okay, third is spiral model. Fourth is agile model. Okay, clear? So see, these are the four types of incremental or iterative model. So what are there? What are the types of incremental model? RAD model, prototype model, spiral model and agile model. Okay, these are the four types of incremental model. So understand, right, difference between sequential model and incremental model. So sequential model, see, the sequential model is suitable for only small size projects or small size requirements. Okay, and coming to this incremental, so incremental is suitable for only big size projects and or big size requirements. Okay, so in sequential model we have a two types. Okay, one is waterfall model and one is V model. Okay, in incremental we have a four types, that is RAD model, okay, prototype model, spiral model and agile model. Okay, clear, right, about the sequential models and incremental or iterative model? When we choose sequential model, for small size projects, when we choose incremental model for big size projects. So how many types of sequential model we have? Two types, that is waterfall model and V model. So how many types of incremental or iterative model we have? Four types, that is rad model, prototype model, spiral model and agile model, right? Yes. So this is about the SDLC models. Okay, that is sequential model and incremental or iterative model. So let's see now the sequential model types. Okay, see what are the sequential model types we have. First is waterfall model and second is V model, right? So let's see now what is this waterfall model actually. Okay, see, so it is a step by step procedure. Okay, waterfall model is a step by step procedure, okay, or a standard procedure to develop a new software. Okay, it is a step by step procedure or a standard procedure to develop a new software. Clear? So it is a step by step procedure. Okay. So next point, see, waterfall model is suitable for small size projects and small size requirements. Right. Yes, correct only. So waterfall model is one of the type of sequential model, right? So waterfall model is one of the type of sequential model. So already I have said that sequential model is suitable for only small size projects and small size requirements, right? So waterfall model is suitable for only small size requirements. So waterfall model is one of the type of sequential model, right? Then it will follow the sequential whatever the policies is there, right? So sequential policy is what? It's suitable for only small size projects. So that's why waterfall model is also one of the type of sequential model, right? So that's why it is suitable for only small size projects and small size requirements. Okay, see next. In waterfall model, only validation will takes place. Okay, there is no verification part. So coming to waterfall model, only validation will be done. Okay, we will not do verification part in waterfall model. Okay, so what is this verification and what is this validation? I will explain in the next model, that is in the V model. Okay, what is this validation and what is this verification? I will explain in the next model. Okay, but as of now, remember, this waterfall model is only for validation. Okay, waterfall model only, in waterfall model only validation will takes place. There is no verification part. Okay, remember this point. Okay, next see why this model is called waterfall model. Yes, tell me why this model is called waterfall model. Any idea? Why this model is called waterfall model? See, here backtracking is not possible. Yes, in the waterfall model, coming to waterfall model, backtracking is not possible. So what is the meaning of backtracking? Backtracking means what? See, for example, see, in SDLC, 7 phases are there, right? In SDLC, we have a 7 phases. So what are the 7 phases we have in the SDLC? Yes, tell me. What are the 7 phases we have in the SDLC? Yes, tell me. First phase is requirement gathering, right? Second phase is feasibility study, right? Third phase is design phase. Okay. Fourth phase is development phase. And fifth phase is testing phase. Okay. And coming to sixth phase is installation or deployment phase, right? Coming to seventh phase, what is the seventh phase? Maintenance phase, right? So these are the 7 phases in SDLC, right? What are the 7 phases we have? Requirement gathering, feasibility study, design phase, coding or development phase, testing phase, installation phase, and maintenance phase. Okay. So see, in waterfall model, okay. So in waterfall model, once after the feasibility study meeting is completed, okay, once after the feasibility study meeting is completed, all the requirements will be in freezes. Okay, remember this one, reason carefully here. Once after the feasibility study meeting is completed, okay, all the requirements will be in the freezers. Okay, and we cannot go back and change the requirements. Okay, understand, right? Once after the feasibility study meeting is completed, all the requirements will be in freeze. Okay, and we cannot go back and change the requirement. So see, for example, see, in the SDLC 7 phases are there, right? So 7 phases are there. So requirement gathering, second feasibility study. So in the requirement gathering, what will happen? The BA will collect the requirement in the form of CRS, BRS and SRS documents, right? So what happened in the feasibility study meeting? They will discuss whether to take up the project. If we take up the project, what are the resources we have to use, and do we have a sufficient technology? What is the technology we have to use? Everything will be planned in the feasibility study meeting, right? So everything will be planned, right? So what happens means, after the feasibility study meeting plan is completed, so we cannot go back and change that requirement again. Okay, that is called backtracking. So here the backtracking is not possible. Okay, so what is the meaning of backtracking? We cannot go back and change the requirement. Once after the feasibility study meeting is completed, all the requirements will be in freezes. Okay, and we cannot go back and change the requirements. So that's why this model is called waterfall model. Okay, so all the requirements will be in freezes. So what is the meaning of all the requirements will be in freezes? Means like CRS document, BRS document, SRS document, okay, HLD document, LLD documents. These documents is called all the requirements, right? This is a requirement documents, right? So that requirement documents, we cannot go back and change the requirement. Okay, so in waterfall model, only in the waterfall model. Okay, that's why this is called waterfall model, means backtracking is not possible. So see, for example, I will give the one another example. Pour some water onto the floor. Okay, pour, take a glass of water. Okay, pour the water onto the floor. Okay, so will the water, will it's come front or it's go back? It will come front only, right? Yes, understand my example. Take a glass of water. Okay, and pour the water into onto the floor. Okay, so what happens there? The water is present on the floor. That water, will it's go front or will it's come back? It will go front only, right? Right, it will not come back, right? So that's why here backtracking means we cannot to go back and change the requirement. It will go front only. First phase is completed, next second phase is completed, next third phase is completed, next fourth phase. Okay, like that it will go front only. We cannot go back and change the requirement. Here backtracking is not possible. Okay, that's why this model is called waterfall model. Clear, right? Why this model is called waterfall model? Clear? Yes. Next, see, when we go for waterfall model. So when we go for waterfall model means, when we choose waterfall model, what is the meaning of when we go for waterfall model? When we choose waterfall model, which type of projects will choose waterfall model? Okay, which type of projects will choose waterfall model? Let's see now. Okay, see, when the customer freezes the requirement, okay, when the customer freezes the requirement means client, okay, customer means client, okay. For example, see, client will show some software application, okay. Client will freezes the requirement means client will show some software application. So exactly I want this software application, there is no need to changes in that. So client will say like this, okay. Client will show some software application, so exactly I want this software application, there is no need to changes anything, exactly at how the present software application is there, exactly I need that one software application, the client will say like this, okay. So for example, take the WhatsApp application, okay. So in the WhatsApp application, the chat function is there, okay, chat functionality, status, voice call, video call, okay, channel creation also there in the WhatsApp, right. So we have so many features in the WhatsApp, right. So for sample, client will show exactly like a WhatsApp application. So exactly I want this application means like a WhatsApp, okay. This chat functionality, status, okay, and a voice call, video call, and for the channel creation, community creators, okay. This exactly whatever the options is there in the WhatsApp application. So exactly client will show that software application, and the client will say exactly I want this software application, there is no need to changes in that. So at that time we will choose waterfall model, because customer means client, right. Client freezing the requirement right here, showing some software application, so it freezes the requirement. So exactly the requirement is like this only, I need one more software application, like that client will say, so it is freezes, right. So that's why, so at that time we will go for the waterfall model, okay. Next, for any short term projects or small size projects, okay. So when we go for this waterfall model means, this is the second point, okay. Whenever the projects is related to short term projects or small size projects, or we can say small size requirements, okay. So when the small size projects is available or short term projects is available, okay, small size requirements is available, okay, at that time we will go for the waterfall model, because waterfall model is suitable for only small size requirements, right. Yes, because waterfall model is one of the type of sequential model. So what is the policy of the sequential model? Sequential model is suitable for only small size requirements or short term projects, right. So that's why whenever the projects is in short term or it's small size projects, then we go for the waterfall model, okay. And next point, so for developed simple applications, okay, for developed simple applications like TS RTC application, okay, APS RTC application, okay, for developing simple applications also we will go for the waterfall model. Clear? Yes. Next, whenever we are sure that requirements are not going to change, okay, whenever we are sure that requirements are not going to change, so client is already saying that 100% requirements are not going to change, right. So client is showing some software application, exactly I need this application, so there is no need of any changes in that, exactly I want how the application is presented, so exactly I want this application, there is no need of changes. So like this client is saying that 100% requirements are not going to change, exactly I need this one. So at that time also we will go for the waterfall model, we will choose waterfall model, okay. Clear? Clear the points when we go for the waterfall model. When the customer freezes the requirement and when short-term projects or small size projects is available, okay, and for developing simple applications, okay, whenever we are sure that requirements are not going to change, then we go for the waterfall model. Okay, yes, let's see now what are the advantages of waterfall model. Okay, see, simple and easy to understand and use. Okay, simple, easy to understand and use. So why simple and why it is easy to understand? Because see, client is already freezes the requirement right here. Yes, client is already freezes the requirement, and client is already showing some software application. Okay, exactly, I need this software application. So whatever the features is there in the software application like chat functionality, status functionality, voice call, video call, okay, communities creation, channel creation, okay, whatever it is there, exactly I need some software application like this. So that's why it is simple and easy to understand, because see, client is already freezing the requirement, so it is simple, right? Means client is already showing some software application, right? So we need to build exactly, so it is simple, right? And it is easy to understand also, and we can use it easily also, right? So it is one of the advantages of the waterfall model. It is one of the advantage in the waterfall model. Okay, next, next see what is the advantage. It is easy to maintain. Why it is easy to maintain? Because see, waterfall model is only suitable for small size projects or small size requirements or short term projects, right? So whenever small size projects is available, it is easy to maintain, right? Yes, it is easy to maintain, right? So that's why it is one of the advantage. Okay, yes, next, initial investment is less. Okay, why initial investment is less? Yes, tell me, why initial investment is less? Because client is already freezing the requirement, right? Yes, client is already freezes the requirement. So exactly build the software application. There is no need of any changes in that. The client will say like this. So is there any investment is more? No, right? Is there any investment is more? No, right? Everything investment is less. Okay. Next, since requirements are not going to change, we can expect very good quality of the application. Okay, since the requirements are not going to change, we can expect very good quality of the application. So why we can expect very good quality of the application? Because client is already freezing the requirement, right? We cannot go back and change the requirement again and again, right? For again and again, we cannot go back and change the requirement. Client is already freezes the requirement in waterfall model, right? So we can expect very good quality of the application. Okay, so these are the advantages of the waterfall model. Okay, clear, right? Yes, let's see now some of the drawbacks or disadvantages of waterfall model. Okay, what are the disadvantages and what are the drawbacks, okay, of waterfall model? We'll see now. Next, see, testing will start after the coding. Okay, so when the testing will start? After the coding only. Okay, in waterfall model. Okay, coming to waterfall model, testing will start after the coding. So in waterfall model, testing will start after the development phase. Okay, so it is one of the disadvantage. Okay, next, see, requirement documents and design documents are not tested. Okay, so what is this requirement documents? Requirement documents means like CRS document, okay, BRS document, SRS documents, okay, those are called requirement documents. And what is this about design documents? Yes, tell me. So what is this about design document? What are design documents? HLD document, LLD documents, okay, those documents are called design documents. So these requirement documents and design documents are not tested in waterfall model. So it is one of the disadvantage of waterfall model. Okay, next, it is not suitable for big size projects. Okay, it is not suitable for big size projects. So see here, waterfall model is suitable for only small size projects, right? Yes, because waterfall model is one of the type of sequential model. So what is the policy of the sequential model? Sequential model is only suitable for small size projects. Okay, so it is not suitable for big size projects. So it is one of the disadvantage of the waterfall model. Okay, next, CR is not accepted. Okay, what is the CR? Change requirement. CR means change requirement. Okay, change requirement are not accepted. Okay, why CR is not accepted means why change requirement is not accepted? Because see, because in waterfall model backtracking is not possible, right? Backtracking means we cannot go back and change the requirement, right? Once once the feasibility study meeting is completed, okay, all the requirements will be in freezes, right? All the requirements will be in freezes. So we cannot go back and change the requirement, right, in the waterfall model. Yes, that's why change requirement is not accepted, means CR is not accepted in the waterfall model. Okay, so these are the drawbacks or disadvantages of waterfall model. Clear, right? Clear about the topic of the waterfall model. So today we have seen the type of SDLC models. Okay, in the SDLC models we have sequential model and one is incremental or iterative model. Okay, in sequential model again we have two types, that is waterfall model, V model. Okay, and coming to incremental we have four types, that is RAD model, prototype model, spiral model and agile model. So from these types we have completed only waterfall model today, right? So is there any doubts in the waterfall model? Complete topic. What is waterfall model? Why this model is called waterfall model? When we go for this waterfall model, what are the advantages of the waterfall model? What are the drawbacks or disadvantages of waterfall model? Any doubts? If you have any doubts means please ping me in the WhatsApp or comment. Okay? Or comment me. Ask the doubts in the comments. Okay, ask the doubts in the comment section. Okay, I will reply to your comments. I will clear out your doubts, whatever the doubts is there. Okay, okay, whatever the questions is there, ask the questions in the comment section. I will reply in the comment section. Okay, yes, so this is the topic about waterfall model. Okay, this is the class manual testing day 3 class. Okay, yes. So we'll meet you tomorrow again from the new we'll meet you tomorrow again with a new topic. Okay, let's see, tomorrow's topic is V model. This is an important model, V model. Okay, yes. So okay, thank you guys. Please like the video. Okay, please like the video, subscribe to YouTube channel and share to your friends. Thank you. Bye bye.